There's wisdom in water. There's life in water. And what Blue shared with us last time is that we have memory in our hair. So I want to cultivate, you know, the memories in my hair, in addition to feed my hair with living water.
To have our discussion about the wisdom of water, parte dos, part 2 today, talking about her wisdom, talking about how we are all a part of that wisdom and recognizing it within ourselves and others, you know, because this is our connection. This is our connection. When I was taught when I was younger, how one that we are, you know, and how we are connected with each other. That every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. That, hearing that at 8 years old was a journey within itself throughout my life, that I just got epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. But whoa, and one of them was our connection with water. Our connection with water, mother through water. Think about the flow. Think about the cleansing that she provides. Think about the nourishment and the nutrition, you know, the wisdom of love that she gives us, right? That flow, we're all connected with that water. Think about how the earth is made up of water, the same amount that we're made up of water. See how connected we are? One day I went out for my journey. You guys know this. One of my journeys, I went to the ocean. Wasn't my first one. And there's one time I went to the water. She was calling me. It was beautiful, my goodness. And out over the ocean, it was pretty calm that day. I can't remember the time, but it was pretty calm. Because the reason why I say the time, at different times, as it's time for the sun to set and the moon to begin to come, the tides differ, you know, like the waves. So I walked out there, and all my friends, I went with other teachers and friends. They was like, don't go so far. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I do know how to swim, but you're supposed to be very obedient. Just because you know how to do something, you have to ask permission, and you have to obey nature, all right? Because we're part of it. It's not just like, you know, go out there doing whatever you want because I can swim. No. But I told them I'm fine. I understood where they were coming from. And I just went out and the spirit told me to stop. So the tips of my toes could touch. I could still feel if I stretched my toes out, I could feel the sand. All right. But the water was about up chest high. So a wave could have came. A wave could have came at any time. And looking out upon the horizon and the mountains that I saw, I outstretched my arms. So I made a pendulum with my body, all right, going north, south, east, and west. I closed my eyes and I began to meditate. First, I started with gratitude. I was thanking Mother for her wisdom, thanking her for allowing me to come and visit her, thanking her for the peace and serenity and the calm that she was flowing through me, and wanting to give that to everyone else in the world. And I stayed like that. I stayed like that for a long time. And she kept the water so still. And all I was doing was this with the water. I was flowing with the water. You ever see a buoy? And this was me, but the whole time my body was the pendulum. And you could do this, try this. I love doing this inside the ocean. I stretch both arms. I can't do this side, but I stretch both my arms out. My toes, my legs are straight down, my toes straight down as well. All right, I even do this in the pool. I do this in the pool. And you know, you're weightless in water, right? So everything, every joint, that's why I was so happy that was mentioned yesterday. Every joint is loose, is lucid, it's just flexible. I just go straight. I feel like I can do anything in water, anything in water. And then I just started to have gratitude, meditate, and pray. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. What about you, Jess?
Oh my God, you took us on a journey, and just like,
Oh,
what? Okay. I felt like I was there with you in the water, like enjoying that beautiful, the beautiful water. So thank you for that. That really was amazing. Ah, man, water is so magical. Like, it is so magical. I'm glad that you say that you can do everything, and that's the reason why therapists use water as a form of healing and as a form of getting your body back together, because science has shown that dipping yourself in water while you're recovering from any injury, it is amazing. That's why the athletes go into water and ice, because that is also a form of coming back to life. Ooh, like, let's get it corrected, right? Let's respect the water here. One of the beautiful things that you said, that I love that you said, that it is asking the water for permission to be there, for permission to flow, and because once you do that, your experience with the water becomes way more than just dipping yourself in the water, because now the water sees that you acknowledge that there is a connection, that she is alive, and that she can very much help you with whatever you coming in here to do. And whether that is, bathing because you need it for cleansing, spiritual cleansing, or bathing because you need it for regular cleansing, or because you need healing and all that stuff. So that right there is on another form of things. And, when we visit water, that's why when my spiritual bath, I asked my water for permission. I also asked the salt and everything, because I put a very powerful intention in it for it. But any water, any stream of water is like that. You're drinking water. We do that all the time, where we put prayers into our water. So I'm glad you said that, Dee. I just want to be over there with you and stick my face. And
I got my water with me, girl. My water's here now, girl. Watch out.
I love that machine.
She said, I got my water with me right now.
When we say we're going to do water, I'm like, I'm bringing out the water sprayer. See, I need to add some more water. Earlier I was tripping, not filling it up. So it's really low. I got to fill it up. Yeah, so you can see. And one of the great things about it is that it stops. It will turn itself off, which is awesome sauce when the water gets too low, because you don't want that, that element to still be burning hot with nothing in it. So I love that. So let me fill her up.
And it's fill her up so I can talk about it, right?
Is that a connection from Kangen too? Is that a piece that you can get from Kangen, or is that something that you separately brought?
This is separate. This machine is for your face. This is the face attachment, as well as you can steam your hair. So it has an attachment and a hood that you put on, and like when you go to the beauty salon and they sit you up under that hood and you get your hair dry, but instead of it being heat with dry heat, it's water. So it's really amazing. At first I was like, that don't sound cool. Come on, I'm a Black girl. We can't just be putting water. No. But remember that, as we're talking about now, there's wisdom in water, there's life in water. And what Blue shared with us last time is that we have memory in our hair. So I want to cultivate, the memories in my hair, in addition to feed my hair with living water. The water of choice that I use, Angela, like you're speaking about, is from my Kangen machine, and I use beauty water. And it's called beauty water because the water itself is the pH balance of our skin and hair, which is 6.0. It also has in it other minerals and antioxidants as well too. So this water, you can use it not only just for your hair, but for your face and everywhere. So girl, it's like a toner as well too, And us girls, how we be spending way too much money on beauty products. Hello. So yeah,
It's on my bucket list. Yeah,
I just gotta say how
it's on my
much.
vision board. Like it's on my like buy for like yes.
yeah.
I know how much for a treatment, D? Because I'm coming. Not only to borrow your clothes, but I'm coming for a treatment too.
You
So.
coming? Well, we're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna do your face. We're gonna do your feet. It'll be a spa day for you. It'll be a spa day. Yeah. So if you want to come over,
You're not book. You're
Make an
not book.
appointment, please.
right? I'm in Kansas in the United States. Message me directly and we can talk. And I will hook you up,
I know I asked Tiffany for permission the other day to visit one day, and I put her on my travel list. Oh, you were already on there. That's why I didn't say nothing. You get really?
She's like, thank God she said yes, because she's already on my list.
You were already on my list.
Right.
Whether you realized it or not. Let me stop. I asked for permission in the spirit. They already said yes. Okay.
Wait, I just checked the wait as I choke the chat. Amanda said, oh my gosh, D, I thought you had some Papa Sage lighting or something going on. You never know with me. You never know with me, Amanda. Because the other day I was saging on the live with David, and I'm like, I was coughing because the smoke was going on. I can't breathe.
Man,
You was healing.
Get in there.
Okay, healing inside and out because I was breathing it in too. So
That's the best smoke. That's the best smoke, though.
that's
That'll be another show. We're gonna talk about smoke. Ooh, God.
Yeah.
Mm.
What made you buy the machine? What made you buy the machine? What made you buy the machine? The presentation or you were like, yo, this is the machine I need to have.
I was doing a lot of research because I was transitioning from perm hair to natural hair, meaning hair without chemicals of straightening it, and to educate everyone, because depends on your culture. Perm means different things. So in the Black culture, or I won't even say Black. So in the culture of where your hair is naturally curly, and you have melanin in your skin, when you say perm, it's to straighten it. So I was transitioning from perm straightened hair to allowing my hair to just be you, boo, be you, okay? And I was being that, just like anything, if you're not taught it when you're little, you have to educate yourself, right? So I was on YouTube and I was searching all types of other women that was growing their hair, growing their edges back, and just watching maintenance videos and stuff like that. And one of the ladies that I was watching, she was in New York, and she, at that time, because we constantly evolving, but at that time, she was really talking about this machine, and she showed a video of her doing her hair and sitting up under the hood and stuff. And so it was something that I didn't know that I didn't know. I didn't even know about this machine before and I didn't know that I didn't know. So watching her, she gave me the education of it. In addition to, I got to see her use it, which was amazing. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Cause like I was saying at first, I'm like, why would I want to put more water on my hair? I'm trying, when I wash my hair, I wash it, and I don't wash it that often either, because I don't want, my hair works better the less number of times I wash it, because my hair is thinner, it's really soft, really soft, really curly. And then when I wash it, and actually, let me back up. I'm loving this today. I'm having a blast. Let's talk about hair. Okay, so I don't use shampoo. I use conditioner. So I co-wash. That's what it's called. That's what it means when you hear someone say co-wash. Is that they use conditioner, because I don't want to strip everything out of it, and I want to keep my natural oils that my scalp produces to still be there, you know. So and it isn't like I'm constantly sweating. I'm eating healthier, so my scalp, my hair isn't really dirty. I'm not putting a lot of product in my hair either, so there's nothing to strip off. I don't need to go that deep, you know. So whenever I do it, I still put on, you know, the moisturizers and stuff like that. I make a blend of hair oil with peppermint oil, black castor oils in it as well too, and other things. I think there's some tea tree in there too, and other things too. So I just put it on my scalp and stuff. I just do my thing, and sometimes I'll pull it back in a ponytail and twist the ends, the ponytail, or I'll twist all of it separately. So, but in learning that and doing that, and I know that I've shared before with all of you that I'm learning to love my hair again, you know, because I didn't love her. I didn't love her for a time. I was actually almost ashamed of her for a moment. So, and even after I got this machine, I was still ashamed of her. I wasn't using this machine that often for my hair, but not no more, boo. We love our hair. We love our hair. I love everything about me. I love my stretch marks, because they call tiger stripes, because I'm a tiger. Watch out, okay? Fierce, watch out, you know.
Yeah.
So I know I said more, because you know me, I can't just answer your question.
I love it. I love it.
No, I love it. You just gave me so many. I want you to tell more about the co-washing, because
Ooh.
like what you said, we're so much alike. Oh my goodness, down to our hair. Oh my goodness. So you all know I don't use, from our last show, we had the self-care we were doing. I can't use a lot. I don't use a lot of products. Everything has to be light, and I love that, because with the washing the hair, because you're right, I don't want to take out what I have, so I don't like using a lot of soap and different things. And I wash my hair maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't need to. The care that I give it with the water and the different things I do every day, it's enough. And even sometimes I just you could put alcohol on it, or some type of astringent, and put it to get your scalp good, and I'm good. I'm good to go. You know, and because I don't use all those products and I eat well, you know, my skin gives me exactly the nutrients I need. But I like that. I like the what did you say? Co-washing? Co-wash. I like this. So do you use any type of a conditioner, or you make your own? You make your own?
I use, a long time ago, I purchased some Wind, which is basically a co-wash. I did, and then I would put peppermint oil in there too, because the peppermint oil, if you didn't know, ladies, if you have issues with hair growth, peppermint oil will stimulate your hair follicles to grow. However, peppermint oil is really strong. So you need to have some type of carrier oil, or when I put it in the conditioner, it dilutes it to where it won't actually damage my hair follicles. We don't want that. We don't want to get burned, because peppermint oil does not play, especially when you get the good kind too. So I just put that in, girl. And one time I bought one or two, but I had it to where it would come like monthly, but I wasn't washing my hair that much, so I was ended up giving it away. Neighbors, here, you need some Wind, okay? Here, what fragrance you want? I was giving it away. So I still have I still have 2 or 3 bottles of that. So I use that. I also use a company called Shea Moisture.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
And that
Love
company,
them.
yeah, that company, it's a family-owned company, and
Oh,
they use a lot of vegan products and stuff like that. And they have all types of the lines. They have all types of different lines within the company. So there's like black castor oil. They have some black soap. They have one line of, and they do have shampoo and conditioner. So I don't use their shampoo. I just buy the conditioner, and I buy like their deep hair masks, because sometimes I'll just put the hair mask on and just leave it on. You know, so I do all kind of stuff, but eventually I do want to make my own. Eventually I do want to make my own. In addition to, I want to get back to like doing, like, I was interested the other day about avocado hair mask. I'm like, I need to put some avocado on my hair.
wow.
You know, and girl, hair and face. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be matching. Green here, green there, green here. You know, so one day I might show up one day on the live with a green face, but it's avocado.
Hi, She-Hawk.
Right. Girl, you know She-Hulk inspired. She fine
I
too.
know. I know.
No, she probably got a 12 pack. That boo don't be playing. She got to play a 12 pack.
She is fit, man.
Oh my goodness.
Love her. Love her. Oh man. Also Not Your Mother is so good. If you're looking for good products for hair, that is they're really, really good for curly hair. Not Your Mother. They also have
Not Your Mother.
yeah, Not Your Mother. I use the white and purple bottle for my kind of hair. So yeah, they have and so it doesn't have none of the products that curly hair needs. No no preservative, none of that.
Alcohol.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
And they're also family owned. Yeah, they're amazing. That I started using them when the pandemic started, because I also had the same thing like you. I was really, really into it. So I cut all my hair really short, and then I just started from like, you know what, I'm just gonna start loving my hair. And I did a lot of coconut oil, like from scratch. I just made it and boom, used it.
Yeah, I love coconut oil. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And almendras.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Almond oil is another one of my favorite oils.
The body butter that I make, you can put it on your hair too. I stopped making it because something in it my body doesn't, my skin doesn't like. It makes me itchy. So I don't know what it is in there yet. And I put so many oils and I haven't experimented yet to see exactly which one. So I might just, because I have some of the oils downstairs, so I might just put it on my body, on my arm, and just see if it makes me itch.
All right.
But I put organic stuff, but it doesn't matter, because, you know, your body's like, okay, I don't like that. I don't care if it is organic. I don't like that.
I don't
And I don't know which one it is yet. And because I put all kinds, I put like 6 different oils in it.
Wow.
And it is good for your hair too. So
water. Look, we went from water to hair. Yeah.
Hey,
It takes us there. It takes us there. Water is
there.
you know.
Every part of us. Hey, Queen Tiffany.
Hey,
we see you, girl.
good morning.
Good morning. How are you? I wanted to ask you about you. What do you do for your hair care? What do you do? I think you said it before in one of the self-care, the face care day we had.
Yeah.
What do you use?
So yeah, right now I recently started using like a more liquid form of hair care, because I used to just do like a coconut oil mixture on my hair. Coconut oil and usually a little bit of tea tree oil. I had also made a liquid oil mixture, and I decided to like go more liquid with stuff like once I started allowing my hair to lock up, because when it was just in its super natural state, but combed out. But then I did use more of like the thicker creams and things like that. And I actually, speaking of moisture, I feel like I definitely give my hair more moisture now. Now that I also, within the last few years, realized that, oh, moisture can come from water with my type of hair. Oh, that makes so much sense. And yeah, because kind of the same thing that you were saying earlier about, you know, your depending on what culture you grew up in, you don't want to get your hair wet. But actually, like, we need that moisture. We need that water moisture. And I like to think of it as like our hair drinking it up, you know.
Yes.
The moisture, like the roots of the hair, even though, you know, the roots are here, but I just imagine, even just to the scalp all the way to the tips of my hair, just everything, just breathing in and capturing that water, you know. So right now I use this spray. Oh, the oil that I was using a mixture of liquid oil, and actually I put in almond oil as well, and jojoba and rose hip, and one more.
Rose hips.
Yeah. It's so beautiful smelling. Oh, it's
Isn't
the
it?
first time I've ever used it. Yeah.
Back to my childhood, my mother. Oh, wow.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, and then the other one is like, it starts with an A, something like that.
Aragon.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
So yeah, I had that in there, but I realized because my skin has been more sensitive to things lately, and it's definitely getting better. I'm working on that's definitely healing. And but I realized that I couldn't use almond oil because I had been using the almond oil, and so what I did was I started looking, because something was irritating my skin. Hey, Rain. Something was irritating my skin, and so I started like looking through the oils, like their properties and things like that, and then I realized that I don't remember what it was about almond oil, but something caught my attention, and I thought, oh wow, I think it's the almond oil. So once I took that out, I realized that yeah, I could use it. It was okay. But I'm not actually totally using it right now. I'm using the spray, and the spray is water, aloe vera.
oh,
And some rosehip oil, I think a bit of tea tree and rosemary right now. And yeah, I am loving rosemary oil right now. It is just, I'm just soaking it up right now. And it's been helping with my knees. My knee joints they need some more movement and some yeah. so yeah, the rosemary has been helping with that too. And let's see, I put something else in there. The water, aloe vera, the oils. I I feel like there's another, maybe there's not another liquid. That could be it. That could be it. Yeah.
That's an awesome mixture.
Yeah.
That is an amazing mixture. Liquid mixture. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wait, before we go on any further, I just wanted to let everyone know if you're seeing this on replay, please put hashtag replay. Any questions, comments, or concerns you may have about this episode, and we will reply and also make it a part of the show. And because we want to know what you all feel, your aha moments about the different things, and any questions that you have. Because I want to disclaim that we're all doing this from what we are learning. When we find out things, and you have to find out what's best for your body, so you have to educate yourself. Using the things that others give you is perfect, but what Dee had mentioned, she said, I'm going to test it on a part of my skin. That testing is very important. Now, it's something that I had to learn because my skin is very sensitive, which you will know from other shows. So yeah, you make I normally do here. I just test it and see how it's going to go. And then if everything turns out pretty well, and I don't get a pimple or something, I'm good. Sometimes it just will feel weird. You're like, nah, skin's not liking it. So everyone, just remember to do your homework. And I pray that everyone here put your recipes inside of the comment box, so everyone can like see the different recipes and then go find ones that make sense for them, or try ours, and and tell us after you use it how it feels. How does it feel? Hey, Rain, how are you? You're so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Rise and shine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm feeling very well. Very well.
Oh, so good to hear
I'm
it.
flowing. I'm flowing. Flowing.
Okay,
Yes.
girl. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
Be flowing with you.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I was thinking about what Tiffany was saying when she said that she said she had to drink, and that just got my attention because I was looking at on my walks, I was looking at Mother, and I was looking at the ground. A lot of it has been dry, and I told that part of Mother, I'm going to pray for rain. Rain's coming soon, so you can get a drink. Yeah, get a drink of water. Rain came on, and she was drinking. Water.
Yeah.
Water is so important to our lives, and a lot of us are walking around dehydrated, not knowing it.
Yeah, it's not even just dehydrated. Our water, like our soil's deficient, our water's polluted. So some people are drinking water, but the water doesn't have the minerals that it needs. It doesn't even have the intention that it needs for our spirit too. So there's so many other things to add on to, like, we need water. Well, what kind of water do we need? What kind of water do we need? Because we're not getting it out of our faucet. We're just not, you're not getting it out of the bottles of water that you buy either, but sometimes that's better than, what comes out of your sink. So how can you get healthy water? I finally invested for a few years. I've been wanting a 𝕱𝖃𝖊𝖘, and I finally purchased one. And do you guys know what a 𝕱𝖃𝖊𝖘 water filter system is?
A 𝕱𝖃𝖊𝖘 is the filter system. Did you put it up in your
Yeah, so it's a stainless steel system, and it will come with 2 charcoal filters depending on the size. And then I bought additional arsenic and fluoride, or no, what is it? Arsenic, I'm going to say arsenic and I think it's a fluoride and arsenic reducer, or it's the other way around. I don't remember the exact term, but I got that because I didn't want to buy a test, and I didn't want to even know if there was arsenic in my water. Like that, just the idea that people have arsenic in their city waters. I know we have chlorine in our city waters, which isn't any better, but the idea that we have like actual poison that our cities and our officials know, I didn't want to know the answer to that. So I just bought the filter because they wouldn't have it if it wasn't happening. And I switched to, so what we do, because some of my middle son and I during the summer prefer colder water. So we have a copper vessel. So we take the water from that filter and put that in a copper vessel and put that in the refrigerator for those who want colder water. And then it's stainless steel. So that's it's actual, a natural metal of the earth.
So I set intentions and imbued the actual container. And then I, whenever I'm refilling it, I still reset positive intentions, because the water has memory. The water knows, and even just in passing, me messing with my kids or our anger, clean up those clothes, do whatever, all of those things, the water is just sitting there in this container, this 3.5 gallon container, sucking up our positive and our negative. And negative,
Wow.
even though, you're in your house and you intend to have more love, we all know that the negative builds up quicker than the positive. So I try to set the intentions in that. And I also, when I set the intention, like, this is our home, this is love, and we mean love, and we love you, and we love what you'll do for us. So just, give us grace too, and that we're human living, in this place, in a small area, small space. So it's made a huge difference. Like the taste, it was different to get used to, because we were using bottled water, alkaline water, bottled water before. But I don't go anywhere without my water. In fact, this is what I carry at home and outside of the house. And then I have like 2 quarts mason jars that I'll fill. If, like yesterday, I have 2-week workshop, so I fill that and I'll leave that in the car. And if I need to refill, I'll come out and grab one, because they're pretty big. And so I don't go anywhere without my water. I don't go anywhere without my water from home, because the idea of having to buy any more bottled water, and the more I find out about what's in it, I will take it over other things. But if I don't have to, I won't do it.
I was just thinking about that this morning. That the times that I was out one time, I needed water. And I just brought the best one I could, said right now, and I'll cleanse my body later. Because you can't be without water. I'm learning that so much more and more. You can't be without water. And people are recognizing it, and they're striving to, like Dee has which I am looking forward to buying in the near future. She has the Kangen machine, which is awesome and amazing. And you can learn about the Kangen water. We have a oneness event that's done by Master Shri Akarshna. I will put that link inside of the chat, the comment box today, for the next one that's coming up. But it's amazing. But the thing is, I know everyone doesn't have it. And when we're talking about the water, then what do you do? What do you do in the meantime, between time? You can do your best to cleanse your water. You can alkalinize your water. You can. And I pray, and I not only alkaline my water, I pray over my water, and then I energize my water before I drink it. And so I do like 1.5 liters at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So while one is cooking or doing in my thing I have over there, my other water from yesterday, I have to fill my jugs like you do. And you reminded me of my grandmother, the copper.
Yes. We have copper vessels. We have copper. I've been doing the copper pitcher thing for a long time. For my bedroom, I would take my water and put it in the copper vessel, and then drink out of a copper cup. And so that was one way. You guys know, like another way to clean your water is just to move it.
Yes, always.
So that's one way to clean your water. Lime is another way, lime or lemon, cucumbers. But movement of water. And I found even if you don't do anything, so if you can't do anything at all, if you can put water in a copper vessel and let it sit for at least a couple hours before you consume it, you've done the best you can, especially if you don't have a lot of money and you're like, well, I don't have enough money to buy any kind of water system at all right now. Get you a $20 or $30. I mean, and they're not even that expensive. Most places have an Indian store. Like if you're like, I don't have the money to buy this, go into an Indian store, and you will get real copper, and it's probably the least expensive you're going to be able to get walking into a place. If you go into like an Ayurvedic place or, a co-op, it's going to be way more.
It's going to be way more.
Go into the Indian store, go into these places. Don't be intimidated because you're not Indian or you're not the culture, the race. Go in there. They're happy to serve. They want you. They're a store. go in there and get you a copper vessel. If you can get you a copper vessel with some cups, do it. If you, all you can do, get a copper vessel that has a lid. So you can put it in the fridge, or even just if you got kids and pets or whatever, you want a lid. So nothing, you know, really goes in there, and just let it sit. It only takes 2 hours at the most, depending on how big it is. If it's a bigger vessel, like a half a gallon, then let it sit 3 or 4, and then you can drink from it. And, you know, you can add your intentions, but if you forget anything, the copper vessel, just pouring the water in the copper vessel is saying thank you to the earth already, and just go ahead and let it do its thing.
And like you said, it's about the earth. Oh, forgive me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I had my eyes closed.
What everyone to do that's watching us live and on a replay, do your research, because we're sharing so many different things. First, accept where you are right now in your life. Stay in the moment, you know, because we're saying so many things, you know, do this, and it's, you know, fluoride, oh my gosh, or pineal. Accept where you are right now. Love yourself where you are right this moment. Okay, no judgment, none of that. And then do your research. And before you do your research, set your intentions of what you desire, what do you want, and also in addition to that, when you are doing your research and once you're finding out things about your water, be in a state of not anger or, you know, why didn't they tell me? None of that. Relax yourself and receive the information, and then find out exactly what you need to do to get to where you want to be. But allow yourself the steps, you know, and because there's different ways, and even like when Tiffany said, going to the hot spring, that spring water, that's, I mean, what? Could you imagine? That will be magnificent if we all can just live with that lady, Tiffany, in her water, in her place, you know. But do your research. Do your research. Because I had a gravity fed stainless steel as well, but I now have a Kangen machine, you know. And so, but do your research. Do your research and just see exactly which one is best for you. And like the ladies have said too, you know, that we can add. This is rose quartz in my water. So I am infusing my water with love, and I drink it. And like what Angela said, when you set your intention with your water too, you know, love your water. You know, we were talking yesterday, we were talking about how Dr. Emoto, when he did that experiment in how we speak, and how the water has memory and all these things. And so set your intention with your water that, today, I love you, water, whatever you want to say, bless it, you know, bless it, you know, and then drink it. And I mean, and even if you have like an altar in your home or someplace, because if you didn't realize our house or things within wherever we go, period, it has energetic memory as well too. So have a place in your house to where you are just high vibe and you are sending out love and blessings and all of that, and put your water over there, because your water will absorb that energy as well too, you know. So there's so much, guys. I mean, we talked about, you guys were talking about lemon, because there's alkaline food, which you can infuse your water with that. But again, wherever you are, love yourself wherever you are, you know. Yes, I got that loud and clear. I needed to say that.
Yes, no. I was feeling it down here. A lot of people were feeling something from the last things we were speaking about. Yeah. So I'm so happy that you mentioned that. Forgive me. No, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, let me add to what, because you know, everybody's in a different spot. You know, like years ago, I started with just a copper vessel, right? And I started with warm lemon water in the morning, or lime water, or cucumber water, and that was before I even knew that what I was doing. That's just what I liked. But don't let money be the reason why you think you can't have health.
Oh,
I'm going to say that again. Don't let money be the reason why you think you can't have health. I didn't grow up with a rich family, but I had healthy meals. We call those poor meals rice and beans or whatever, but they were healthy meals. Understand that you can have health without having to have an alkalizing water machine or the gravity stainless steel machine. You can have health without having a stainless steel water. Just a glass, glass is not expensive. Use what you have. Remember, because we don't know these times that are coming. Use what you have and what you know. And always remember, your energetic body is the direct source to the divine. So if you set the intentions that my energetic body will not be penetrated by darkness, by illness, by the things that are in our food that I cannot control, it doesn't cure everything, but it makes you stronger. It builds up your energetic immune system, because we have that too on top of what's physical. And that is the first line of our immune system. Actually, they don't teach us that, but you'll learn it along your journey. So do not let money be the reason why you think you can't be healthy or you can't have healthy water. Water can be whatever you decide you want to put your soul into, because you are it and it's you. I just want to say that.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna need the bell for that. Dropping it like it's not. I was gonna talk as first. No, not yet.
Yeah. I mean, so many people will say it's so expensive to do this, or that. And I never thought years ago when I bought a copper vessel, wasn't even buying it because somebody said this makes your water or whatever. I knew that the copper would cleanse my water. I bought it because it's what I wanted. But when I think about my journey, there were things that I did little by little by little, or I said, let me try this. But I grew up with a healthy food and as healthy as my mother could provide. But at the same time, because we didn't have the money for Pop-Tarts, I didn't get Pop-Tarts, right? I didn't know Nutri-Grain bars because we didn't have the money for it, right? If I wanted a quick snack, I had to have an apple or orange, maybe graham crackers with peanut butter. I didn't have options for quick things. So my, what they call poor life was healthy because I didn't have the options of the quick stuff. And when I became older and I was seeing people doing certain things, it wasn't, to me, I didn't think healthy was a lifestyle. I don't have the money to buy a protein bar. What are you talking about? That's what I don't have the money for. So also change your mindset sometimes. It's not about the money. What is your goal? What is your intention? And before you worry about buying anything, you have it all right here. Because talking to, whether you call it God, you call it Allah, talking to source will provide you with your bare necessities and more if you allow yourself to be open and say, this is what I want. I want healthy water. I want healthy water. I want healthy water. One day somebody will knock on your door and say, hey, would you like this? You'd be surprised, so you don't have to worry about the money. Anybody out there who's like, oh, I love this group. I love it, but I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Don't worry about that. Talk to source, reinforce your energetic field and let the universe bring to you what you need. If you set that intention, like I want to save money for this, or I'd like to get this water system, it will come. It may not. I sat on it for years and then I finally bought it, but it was still an investment. Even though I had the money, it was still a huge investment. Do I want to spend $300 something or more on a water system? Yeah, I do. So just talk to the universe and know that you are protected even without the physical material things. If you choose to be protected like that, if you choose to be.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I love that, Rain. I love that. I love everything that you said. Oh my gosh. I love that. And what it brought my download, in addition to what you said, was that everything is a choice too. Because like you were saying, the ones that are going out buying those protein bars, that's processed, so, or you're going out and you're going to Starbucks, but you're saying, I can't afford a water system. Or even like what you said $300 was an investment, but what you're investing in is your health. So hello, what is your problem? You know, or I'll
say it
say
again. 2 snaps.
what,
Say it again.
what do you really want is what I'm asking. And don't look past through the illusion or the lies that you tell yourself saying, I can't afford this or this is expensive, because you are spending money on something. So become aware of your spending habits, decide what you truly want, and be Blu-ray, be honest with yourself. Don't just be talking it, be honest with yourself. Okay, I want to be healthy. Okay, so what do I need to shift here to be healthier? You know, I want to be, and then why? If your why does not make you cry and laugh at the same time, it's not big enough. So it's not big enough. Make it big. I'm huge. Be like, oh my gosh, crying and laughing. I mean, do you want to see your grandkids? Do you want to be 133? Because I'm gonna be 133 with Angela. We're gonna be old and fine. Okay.
Sounds like
You're gonna be like, oh, they're 50. No, we 133, but let's go play basketball. What? How you playing basketball? You're 133.
Let's roll. Let's go.
Right, let's roll. So decide what you want, because we live in a planet of excuses, of illusions, of not wanting to take responsibility for things. So just decide, what do you want? Because
I want to change that, because I say, what do you need? Wants are bonuses. Like, I want to go on this vacation. It's okay if you want to go, but is it a need? What are your needs? Because people will fulfill their wants before their needs. People will go and take care of something and didn't pay their rent. What do you need?
Yes.
Nothing. Your message is beautiful, but let's change the word. What do you need?
Perfect.
What do you need?
Well, I was meaning this. Thank you, Rain.
No, I know. I know. I felt it. But
yeah.
Brother David, and I like what words are they are spell. They are spell. That's why our words have been taken from us as Indigenous people of African descent. Words and language are important. There's a distinct difference between want and need, and we use want and interchangeable with need. But this is a healing circle, and we're trying to share what we know. And it's a learning opportunity for us all. And I always have to remind myself when I'm speaking to myself and to others, it's not what I want, it's what I need. It's what is a must. It's a necessity on my list. Clean water is a necessity. I cannot have clean air. Like me and my older son discussed about air filter. We decided we didn't want an air filter in our house because we didn't want our immune system to be desensitized to the actual pollutants when we leave out of the house. So we just use essential oils in our diffuser, and not all the time, but certain times. So if somebody did get a little sick, we use it a little bit more. We want to clear the air, but we don't want to use smoke, so we're intentional about how we clear our air. So what are your needs? What is the priority? Because wants are beautiful, but some people, they confuse want and need as the same. I need this. And sometimes that need is not for the benefit of them or their family. But that need is a want. And so sometimes people get those crossed. So let's use the word, what do I need? What is my necessity to my living? And what is the thing that it would be nice? I call it bonuses. I try not to say, what is my bonus? What is my bonus? Okay, I've done all the things I needed. So what is my bonus, or what is my vacation? What's my treat?
And to bring you two together, to bring Dee and Rain together, if you take care of what you need, you will automatically get the vacation, what you want. Take care of what you need, you will automatically receive what you want.
Every time. People don't believe it. People, every time. I was listening to David's story, and it's just like every time I just take the wheel, universe, take the wheel, Mother Earth, take the wheel, cosmic, take the wheel. I'm here. Just take it and show me, remind me. And that's the thing. People will ask for something, and then it'll be presented to them, and they're not ready. Don't put it out there if you're not ready for it now. Don't do it, because you'd be surprised. You wake up. I'm telling you, sometimes you wake up one day and somebody be in front of your door. You be like, "Why are you here? You asked for this. Here it is. Here it is." here it is, you know,
Cool.
here it is. So be, you know, that's why, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
I would love the rest of your download though.
It's gone. Right? You guys got to realize we in flow. So when you stop us, it's gone. Because my point was make a decision. I think that was my point. So regardless of what word we choose to use, either want or need, because we walk around and we say something and then we do something else. That was the point of what Source was seeing through me. So it wasn't about a vacation. It was about, we live in a world to where we're talking about, thank you, Jesse. We live in a world to where we say we can't do things, but yet we are doing things, and everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. So you don't use excuses, basically. Don't use excuses. You know, don't use excuses. And we tend to do that quite often, you know, and live in the moment, live in the moment, live in the moment. To summarize, but yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
It's still there. It's there. It's there. I just got a download to let everyone know. Remember what Dee and Rain has said think about where you find yourself. All right. So we've talked about so much on this topic, and you have to remember where you find yourself. So we're talking about the whole spectrum of people, or the whole spectrum, and wherever you find yourself is where you deal from there. All right. Wherever you find yourself, and that's whatever the situation may be. All right. If you are without, no, you're still rich. All right. There is a way. There is a way. Just because you don't have doesn't mean that you cannot do. All right. All the things that all the beautiful queens are saying is going to help you to do. All right. If you have a little more, wherever you find yourself, assess your life, assess that. You know, what do you need? What do you need? What do your family need? You know what I mean? Assess that, find yourself, deal from where you find yourself. If you have riches, abundant amount, assess where you find yourself. This is for everyone, wherever you find yourself in life, and that's where you move from. Always start on the square where you stand, all right? And everything's gonna be all right. This for everybody. This for everybody. Because I feel you out there. Some things, the things that touch you, that's what you go home and work on. All right. And if you know yourself within your heart, take a breath. If you don't, take a breath. Ask the divine for wisdom and knowledge and to understand what's going on. Listen to your intuition. Hear this show again, and you'll find which part belongs to you. All right. I just wanted to say that I got that download. Because we can get swept up in a whirlwind of information and think, oh my goodness, is that me? And that's from conditioning. We actually know how to take things in naturally, and that what applies to ourselves, or listening to our own authority. So just find yourself, deal with where you find yourself. That's it. That's it. That's the download I had received. Oh my goodness, everyone. This has been, and my alarm just went off. This has been amazing. I thank and praise the divine, the Almighty God, for all of you, your wisdom, what you bring to the table. You know what else you're bringing to the table? Your love. Your love. How much you love yourself is how much you're loving everyone else in this world. And that is felt. That is felt. You all help me every day. I get to work after every show. I'm like, oh, what you learned today? Get to work. Yeah, right? Get to work. And it's blessing how much we spoke about mother, we spoke about water, the wisdom of the water, and applying that wisdom. Remember, wisdom increases by action, everyone. Take action. whether it's in your thoughts, whether it's in your heart, your words, educating yourself, take action, and your wisdom will increase. Your wisdom will increase. We have come to that time. It is after 9. I know some of us have Sunday hangout to go to, which I just got a notice, a notice to go for. Last words, my queens. I leave the floor open. Who has last words of wisdom? Last words. Or one word, either one. Who wants to go first?
Tiffany.
Tiff, I see Tiff one like this.
She's thinking like,
Oh, right. Yeah, I was thinking, what would my last word be? I wasn't quite there yet. But I would say allow it to be, when you're stepping into the journey of going a bit deeper, or wherever you are in your journey, on your path, if we look at it as kind of like an investigation, or like a treasure hunt, or if you're more scientifically inclined, what's an experiment or something. Experiment with things, and not only will you get to really know you, but you will also begin to trust yourself again. Because the trust that we had in ourselves, I think a lot of times is that's put into someone else or something else, and not your own authority.
Mm-hmm.
So doing these experiments, the investigation, the treasure hunt is also a journey in trusting yourself, and in paying attention to the little signals that your body gives, like Angela saying earlier about putting a little bit of something on her hand. You really need to be able to focus and be present and aware to notice a little from the skin, you really be listening. And so it's part of growing that trust for yourself.
I was praying. I was sending you so much energy. I want to apologize to everyone because I actually skipped a step. I skipped a step to set the spirit and the tone. That's why I was praying. I was sending you like to allow the divine to speak and give you, because you weren't ready just yet, huh? But you did it. You did it. Jessie, could you please pull a card for this session today, for this session? Pull a card for us and set the spirit for anyone else speaks. So I give my apologies to that.
You're muted, Jessie.
You want to reset the room?
Oh, yeah, sure. I was speaking to the spiritual team, asking them if there's anything else that they want to touch upon this day. Is there anything that we should go further? Any messages from time to time? Yeah, that's what I was doing. Going back to what you were saying about Tiffany. Whoa, I was like, yes, Tiffany's in the flow. I see you. I feel you. What? Thank you so much for the divine in you speaking through you. I love that. That's what I was getting. That you physically weren't ready, but the divine in you was ready to speak and to, you know, to allow herself to see and to be there. So I'm so excited for that. So let's pull a card, see where we're going. You know, oh, cloth of wisdom. Cloth of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And I'm gonna go deep into the card reading it. But Spirit asked me not to be too active today. To let the wisdom that was inside of you guys speak. That's why I wanted to go. That's why I wanted to say that, Tiff. That's why I knew, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. You know, just like I was ringing when I went to ring the bell, and no, it's not ready yet. She's not done yet. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So that's why I was so quiet today. You know, not being my usual crazy self. But you know, I was listening to my divine that it was telling me to just allow the flow, and then I'm just glad that I did, because now look at, and the spiritual team is coming out very strong to say, yeah, just cloth of wisdom. You know, you already know the answer you seek. Trust, you know, that you know. And like Tiff was saying, just trust, you know, he's an ascended master who appears as well-dressed Indian man with a golden aura. His teachings were brought to the world by Madame 𝕱𝖊𝖘 in the 19th century. There's many different theories as to true identity. Many believe he was a wandering man, known as Rishi in India, dedicated to walking the path of spirit with very few material possessions. Others believe him to have been a known, educated, silk spiritual leader who was given pseudonyms to protect his true identity. I believe that he lived in a high life, but through spiritual practice was able to let go of the needs for material possessions. Now he helps light workers go beyond the limits set by others and the cultivate personal connection to God. So go beyond, you know, beyond of what you were taught on your regular day-to-day. Go beyond what your neighbors are saying, your culture, your race, your everything. This is way beyond conversation. This is why we took all the masks at the beginning and said, no, 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 no. That we are tapping into the wisdom of water today, so that we can bring in the wisdom of water, so that we can bring in the wisdom of the cosmic and the wisdom of the universe. So I, you know, being that, knowing that it is, you know, because this is going to help you go beyond what we're living. This is way past that. You know, knowledge is learned, wisdom is remembered. I'm going to say that again. Knowledge is learned. Wisdom is remembered. Is coming back to your home, to your state of who you really truly are. You are in a real cloth of wisdom now. You have been on a wandering path, trying to find answers through studies and insights of others. But now you are uncovering the truth of your own soul. Your soul is leading the way, and you are being encouraged to follow. The fog is clearing. The light has come and shining onto you. Your soul is saying, yes, 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 this is the right direction. Yes, yes. It is your cheerleader. It's telling you to go. Go, 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 go. Follow and trust the endless wisdom within you. Go, 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 my child. Because the wisdom within you would never, ever lie to you. Thank you, spiritual team. Thank you guys for sharing your energies with us from here on into time and endless time. We are so, so honored that every day you connect to yourself, so you can connect to divine, so divine can connect to you, and you can flow through everything, the cosmic, the universe. It is just making the connection so you can find the knowledge within yourself, the wisdom within yourself, the wisdom within yourself. Thank you so much. I'm so, 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 so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
Now that we have been ultimately reset, Deanna. Oh, I love your bell, Deanna.
Yeah.
Where's your bell?
Who's Bill? I don't have any. I mean, Source has already spoken through these beautiful goddesses, Tiffany and Yesenia, what was needed for us. So, hey, it's already been said. It's already been said.
Rain.
Ditto, like the same. You know, trust yourself. I love the part on the card where it says that knowledge is learned and wisdom is remembering, right? Kind of something like that. And it kind of reminds me of when anybody, men or women, are allowed to listen to themselves, like they are able to let go of the layers of shame and anger and the traumas, and everything just comes flooding in, you know. Ancestral knowledge, ancestral wisdom just comes flowing into you, because many of us are on this path and this journey, and many of us have been doing things that we didn't know were healing or, you know, were medicine, right? And so I love that, like, we are all on this path, and the answers, some of them are inside of us. So don't, you know, trust yourself, like Tiffany said, and be open, and patience. Patience is, I would say, almost better than grace. You have to learn patience for yourself so that everything can have its time.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Everyone, wow, such beautiful blessings and treasures that we've received today. Oh, wow.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your space with me.
Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for filling it with such wisdom. Everyone, we pray that everyone continues to have a blessed day, full of love, full of upliftment, full of light, remembering who you are, right? Going within, listening to your own authority. How do you feel? When you're being touched by the divine, it is meant for you. All right? It is meant. Something in that moment you're supposed to see, something in that moment you're supposed to feel, something in that moment you're supposed to learn. Embrace it. Trust and believe. Trust and surrender. And know that everything is going to be all right. Everyone, I implore you to read the book. Read the book that Jesse and David spoke about the other day. I read it last night and my mind was blown. I'm going to do it again. The book was called why did it just go out my head? The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements. You can find it on YouTube and you can listen to it. I implore you to do that. If you don't want to actually read the words, you can actually listen to it. It was so uplifting. So uplifting. Everyone, I trust you have. Could we all trust you? Continue to have a beautiful day full of love and light, setting great intentions, should continue to show up for yourself and play full out every day. Love you all dearly, and we will see you tomorrow for another chat. Peace, everyone.